Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Seahawks are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Niners, who will need to be strong up front.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlos Williams, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Watching that, Barney.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Spins past it, and now running right through it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Over.
they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. And he's got his man. It's Darboh. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Let's go. B-I-D. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Williams with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. Line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Over.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now here's a carry heading left. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Good. Back there, here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The play clock's running down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time running out here on the play clock. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now. Leopard. Leopard. Let's go. Back there to Philly. Here we go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue landed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go now. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Watch it now, Leopard!
They're going to look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Set. Boom, landed. Watch it now,
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now they go screen. It's complete. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, all right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Go! All right, now, no, check. Patriot, Patriot. 319.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just...